It's Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at some American noodles. These are the Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup Roast Beef Flavour. I picked them up on an American website as part of like a big grander box of American things. It's the same website where we got the Sloppy Joe burger tin for when we made that Sloppy Joe burger. Same website as that, and of course the TGI Fridays chili crisps, we got them from the same website. So I thought while I was there, get some noodles in at the same time. So without further ado, let's cook these up and see what they're like. Right, okay, the kettle's boiling. Let's get these noodles in a pan. I'm going to use about 200 milligrams of water. Chuck them in there. About 200 milligrams of water quickly, here we go. Chuck that in there and then warm them up. So in America they say to use 2 cups. But that could be anything over here because we have different sized cups. We have giant cups, small cups and whatnot. So in the UK 200 milligrams is usually enough. So I'm going to go with that. Let's cook them up and see what they're like. Okay, so here we go then. Here are the noodles. They look really good. Look at that. Ramen noodles. I've even learned how to say it. The aroma on these noodles are just... the beef flavour is proper beef stock. Even though it's in a powdered form, you get a real sense of a real kind of beefiness in there. Can't fault it really. That's the American way, isn't it? To enjoy their beef. If they didn't smell and taste the beef, I don't think people would buy them. Let's get into them. Salty. Naturally salty. I mean, this stuff can sit on a shelf for probably the best part of a year, I think, without going off. So they use a lot of salt to preserve it. But there's a nice kind of beef stock, beef gravy flavour in there. The noodles, good kind of consistency to them. You can see them there. Good stuff. I left myself, I don't know if you can see that, I left myself with a nice, ooh, blimey. That bloke knocking the door genuinely frightened the life out of me. I jumped out of my skin. DPD banging the door, blimey. So many deliveries in there. With what's going on in the world, everyone's ordering stuff online. The door must knock about 5 times a day at the moment, and it's like, it's quite tough to fit in a review of something without the door knocking. It really is. But anyway, back to these noodles. Nice gravy stock to them. It really is. If you're a student, or if you're like me and, you know, you just want to whack something down really quickly, these are ideal. These are absolutely ideal. Tasty. Easy. You've seen that I knocked these up in probably about 4 minutes by the time I opened the packet. 4 minutes, they're done. You're letting them cool down. Nice hot meal. And if you've got the facilities in work, then it makes such a difference, doesn't it? If you can like pinch a couple of minutes from your working day just to whack some noodles on, and then you get your full kind of hour or half hour complement at lunch to be able to enjoy some noodles rather than like a cheese sandwich that I used to kind of live with on the building sites. This makes such a difference. So for me, went down the beach this morning, filmed the intro for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, my little advert that goes on Instagram, walked back. I do a 6 mile walk every day. When I come in, generally I'm throwing my coat off because you start off walking, and then kind of like halfway through, by the time you get home, you're kind of like boiling hot because you warm up gradually. So I'm kind of like pulling my coat off and just done the bins, and I thought to myself, I want something quick, so I just put the camera on, and I know I can knock out a review of these noodles relatively quickly. And it's the ease of them, it's that instant ease that I like about this type of food. Down to the stock now. Down to that kind of, that beef stock. There you go. And it's really quite tasty. It's like a salty version of your grandma's best gravy. You know, your grandma's got a secret recipe and she keeps it to herself. Nobody gets Granny's kind of gravy recipe. It's got that real kind of lovely beefy like gravy flavour in there. Really good, really good. Right, so let's have a little look at the noodles, the package on the noodles. They're polished off quite nicely. A British version here of the ingredients. There's a sticker gone on the top. I just want to have a quick read to see if there's any kind of nastiness in here. Soya beans, wheat, soya beans, salt, beef, fat, citric acid, oil. I don't think so. There's nothing like there's no E numbers in here, which is pretty cool. Nobody really likes an E number. Yeah, pretty cool. Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup, roast beef flavour. If you're living in America, I get these comments kind of like, oh, these are your like bottom shelf America kind of foods. They're in the supermarkets all the time. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're probably a little bit better than what we get here in the UK, especially that beef flavour anyway. I'm going to follow that up with a separate review of the chili flavour. In fact, I'm going to do that right now because I'm rather hungry. So if you want to see the chili flavour reviewed of the Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup, slipped up right at the end, then check out the review. That'll be up soon. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big... Oh, I haven't rated them. Hang on. Rating. Yeah, they're an 8. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.